All right, you ready?
Yeah.
What camera should we start on?
Yeah.
What? I said, what camera should we start on? You go, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Hey guys, I'm Davis.
And I'm Josh. Oh.
The one who explains the idea. Okay, we'll try this again. It's all right.
Froze up. I'm bad.
Hey guys, I'm Davis.
And I'm Josh. Oh.
That was good.
That's not refreshing.
And you're watching Lunch Break, episode 2.
Welcome back.
Second time. You guys chose to do this to yourself a second time.
Yep.
So I have sparkling water.
I've got fruit punch soda.
Dude, that's legit.
As you can see.
Hey, yeah, it's just unmarked. We don't know where these are from. We just got this from our local gas station.
Yep.
Literally though, we did.
Yeah.
Josh was like, are we getting food? I was like, wait, why would we get food? Knowing that I knew that we were gonna have the shoot today. I was like, why would we get food? And he was like,
It's like the point of lunch break. Like, oh, all right.
oh, hey, wait, well, hold on.
Oh, you already.
Hey, just cut it out, Davis.
Okay. That's good stuff.
I can't cut it out now because we already had a drink.
Yeah.
So thanks a lot. Thanks for really making my editing skills bad because of that.
It's okay. That's kind of what I do.
It is kind of what you do. Yeah.
I make your life harder.
You really do.
I can't think of a time I've made your life easier. When have I ever made you do less work?
When you know that time when you did the thing and
I mean, I did end up doing your job.
Yes, that is true. You did do my job.
Technically, that's like 20 hours a week.
That is 20 hours a week.
Less
Oh,
work.
a week? 20 hours a week. Okay, so what are you eating right now? What is that? That looks disgusting.
I can't remember. It took us, what was that? That was like over 30 minutes ago that we went to the gas station.
It's true.
And we've been setting up the podcast set
It's true.
ever since. But, the gas stations have those little roller things that have these on them.
That's really brave of you to get those.
Yeah, man. I'll be spending some time in the bathroom after this for sure. But I really like them. And me and my buddy Wes, when we were in high school, we would go by the QT on our lunch break and just get like tons of these.
No,
And
you're
we
a
would eat 'em.
QT. You know what I just realized?
What?
I just realized we have this mixer right here.
Yeah. Oh, we didn't have it last week.
We didn't have it last week. This mixer, guys, guess what this is? It's very sophisticated. These are ends of XLR cables plugged into it. And if you okay, well, I'm sure the other ends have something plugged in. No, they don't. They do not. Yeah, so. But it looks nice, though.
It's a prop.
It's a prop. So guess what I'm eating today? You kind of heard here. I'll give you a little sneak peek of what it sounds like.
It's a bag.
It's a bag. I'm not eating a
How
bag.
am I supposed to guess if I was at the gas station with you?
Do you know?
Yeah.
What is it?
Cheez-Its.
No. You would think.
What?
Yeah, I'm sneaky.
Did you not get? Well, you
I
got
did
the
get Cheez-Its at
little
one
Oreo.
point.
You got the Oreo thing.
Yes.
right?
They are chocolate chip cookies.
Did you put the Cheez-Its back?
I didn't.
So you did get Cheez-Its.
I did get Cheez-Its. But right now
You
I
said
have some.
no.
No, they're not Cheez-Its though. I'm not eating Cheez-Its. I told you. But I did get Oreo. No, I didn't get Oreos. Sorry. I did get chocolate cookies.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not even that, but they are chocolate cookies.
Chocolate chip cookies.
Chocolate chip cookies. They're really good, dude. I'm gonna
Yeah.
try one real quick.
Okay.
Oh,
Nice.
wow.
Awesome job.
That was great.
Yeah.
Okay. You ready for this?
Yeah.
That was good. Yours was way better. That was so good. Holy crap. These are really good, though. How's that?
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's got a good bit of spice in it.
Too much or too little? or just enough?
Um, it could honestly use a little bit more, but it's not bad.
That's what I said about you, honestly, when I first met you.
I could use more spice.
Yeah, you're just really boring.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm. I get described that way all the time.
Do you?
No.
Okay, I was like, that's really sad now.
Mm-mm.
So, I just got my car washed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It. You know what's great about it is there's bird dookie
Right on your hood.
around the hood, and I was like, okay, great, it's gonna wash away. Guess what? It didn't do.
Wash away.
Yeah, it didn't wash away at
It's
all.
still there.
It's still there. Yeah. So I'm probably going to sue that company.
Mm, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Class A. Was it Class A? Dude,
don't
I'm
know.
Class A. Yeah, that was good. Thank you. I'm going to sue them for that. I don't know. So you go to like those robotic car washes, right? And it's great and all, right?
I don't.
Yeah. Well, okay, but it's great if you're in a pinch, right? You're a car guy, so you know how it scratches at the paint. You know how terrible it is for the car and everything. I know it too, but frankly, I have a used car. I don't really care. It's a mom car. I'm gonna get rid of it someday, hopefully. I don't know.
Hopefully.
Hopefully not with a wreck.
Have it for the rest of your life. Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
So I've crashed. If
4.
my insurance is watching this, no. I don't think 4. If my insurance is watching this, you can turn off right now. I crashed. I think 3 times in total. Maybe there's like a
Like
couple.
3 major wrecks.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you
There's
kinda
like
come
there's a
close.
lot more fender benders and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
I'm terrified every time I get in the car. with you.
yes, as you should be. But I do drive a heck of a lot though. I drive way more than anyone in my family, so that
Okay.
could also be a thing. Okay, so don't hate on me, bro.
Okay.
Okay, chill.
No. Are we back?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Why are you laughing? What was so funny about? Oh, the sound.
No, I was just sitting there waiting for.
Yeah, so I told him to pause because I need to change our audio levels a tiny bit. I'm an audio engineer.
Is that true?
No.
Okay.
I did get certified 1 class for Sennheiser.
What is your certification title?
Yeah, that's a great idea. Or that's great question. So funny enough, it was during COVID, right? So it was right before COVID. So we went to the Sennheiser thing. Am I allowed to say that? I'll just say it anyways. I went to the Sennheiser thing. So video or audio company, pretty good stuff. We're not sponsored by them. That'll be pretty dope though. But I went to one of their classes and I went through, I think it's like a 6-hour class or something like that. It's a really long class. And I finished it. He gave out the certificates to like my old boss, your boss right now, and coworker. And he couldn't give me mine just yet because I think he just didn't have enough at the time. And so I never got my certificate. So I've gone through the class. I think I'm like 1/6 of the way on my way of being certified.
Yeah.
But I got 1 certificate, but it's not anywhere in my hand or in my possession. So I don't know what I got a certificate in.
Okay. But you
So-
have it.
Yeah. So but I went to the class. It was an RF class, so that was pretty cool. So like radio
frequency.
yeah, I was about to say, I was like, what? How? I clearly took the class. But yeah, it was really boring, but I mean, you can learn new things. But just like in Las Vegas, I learned new things. I just got back from Las Vegas. I actually talked about this last episode, but I ended up cutting it out. Josh, tell me, have you ever been to like an international place?
Like, how international are we talking here?
Sorry, domestic.
I mean, I've been to Mexico a couple of times. Well, yeah, but okay. International or domestic? Is it
Domestic.
okay? Yeah.
But like, what was the funnest place that you went domestically?
I mean, I've been to Hawaii, so
Hawaii.
that has to take the cake. But I was like,
5 years old.
I think it was like
He
it
was
like
this
12.
many. 12.
It was like 11 or 12, I think.
Oh.
And so I don't remember as much of it as I would like to.
Did you know Ukraine scored second in Beijing 2022 Paralympic Winter Games?
No,
I didn't know either. Sorry.
that's
continue.
awesome. Congratulations, guys. Yeah, no, Hawaii was really cool, and it's I guess it's one of the places that got me into photography.
Interesting. How so?
Just the landscape was so beautiful,
Yeah.
and like they're like even the people, just the way they act, and like it's just so cool, and it's very different from like mainland America anywhere, I would say. Like we went to this big luau thing, and it was totally like all the Hawaiians, like the native Hawaiians, putting on a show for white people.
Oh. You can't say that.
Yeah, I can. But and so like the main guy was this like, if you think like Hawaiian, like super like family, like yeah Hawaiian guy, it was that guy.
Oh, that's awesome. Good for him though.
And his catchphrase was, we don't eat until we're full, we eat until we're tired. But and I'm not even gonna try to say it in like a Hawaiian accent, because I'll fail miserably.
Yeah.
But like if you can just imagine that, like the way he would say that, it was just so cool. And just like the culture was just really interesting. Like it was really indulgent.
Yeah.
Which is, but it as a
I don't know what that was. Which is really what? Like indulgent, but then you go like, what was that?
Well, you have to be like careful.
Okay. I never been to Hawaii, so
as like a 11 or 12-year-old, I mean, it's just like, yeah, food. I'm gonna eat a bunch of food and stuff.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. But
dude, my word,
it's really,
you're so gassy.
I was just thinking that wasn't even a burp. That
you just like breathing in the mic.
Just the culture and like everything was beautiful there.
Yeah.
Like I can't stress how much, like you would look anywhere and it was just like a different kind of beauty.
Interesting.
Because you got like some of the tallest mountains in the world, which like what?
There's a car that just zoomed by.
There's a motorcycle.
That's what I meant to do. I even did like yeah. I don't use two hands. I'm that cool.
That's not good.
Continue your story though.
Freaking, I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, it's either Mauna Kea or Mauna Loa, is like one of like the big boy volcano. And I think both of them are volcanoes, but one of them's like, and so you have that, and then literally like a few miles away you have the coastline, and so it's just like super different things. There's not a lot of places in the world that you have like a super, I don't know if it's not a super volcano, but like a really like big volcano, and then just like beach. Like
and
right
so
there.
you just fell in love with the landscapes and stuff like that.
Yeah,
that's cool.
And
so
2 weeks after we left, the volcano actually erupted. It was like a minor eruption, but there were places that we had been like while we were there that were covered in lava.
Did you scare it?
Yeah, it was really scared of 11 or 12-year-olds.
It was like, help me.
Yeah.
That good crunch again.
Yeah.
So how long have you been doing photography or videography, whichever one you do? I mean, I know, but like, I hate that. That's just I want to keep on talking so that it keeps on compressing your audio. I just hate it so much. It's terrible.
I'm sorry.
I'm not an ASMR person, I guess.
Oh.
ASMR.
So I started in 5th or 6th grade. So my boy Pete Craver, if you're watching, he had a GoPro, and he would do some really cool GoPro stuff. And a lot of his stuff was like initially, he did a lot of night lapses. So basically like time lapses of the stars. And I fell in love with that pretty quickly. So I bought a GoPro Hero 4 Silver. That was my first camera. And over the years, me and Pete both got into more like action, like what you see GoPros used for today. And we did a bunch of hiking stuff. So I'm an Eagle Scout too. And so just through...
Okay, flex.
Yep. That's the ring, man. So just like throughout the years in Boy Scouts, and we had a venturing crew, if y'all know what that is. I'm not going to dive into that, but just going on hiking trips and everywhere, like all around Texas and the surrounding states. You gonna say something?
Yeah,
You
sorry.
brought your
I
mic
just
close
like
to you.
really bumped my mic and it made like the stupidest sound ever. Yeah, no, that's really cool though. Yeah, I was like, I don't care about that. Whatever. Go on to the next subject. No, I'm kidding. So your first camera was a GoPro?
Yep.
That's crappy.
Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
What did it shoot? What was its resolutions?
I don't remember.
720.
I don't
terrible.
think so.
Yeah. This is terrible.
I think it may have shot 2.7.
2.7.
Yeah,
That's good. That's great.
maybe.
Like anamorphic, so it was 2.7 4K. That's really cool though.
It was
I mean,
A long time ago.
I was just joking. GoPros are dope. Actually, we have one right there. I'm kidding. We don't. We were going to, but guess who forgot to do it?
We don't
Josh
put a
did.
GoPro in here?
Yeah. We usually put it like on the tripod where that loose camera is right there. The wide shot. Usually there's one right above it and it gets like a wide shot.
The biggest thing, which I still suffer from today, is when it comes to video, I really like the capture side of video. I like that's holding the camera and recording video. But I would say that's like maybe 20% of the process, and the rest is all in post.
Oh yeah, and that's my favorite thing to do.
Yeah.
And and videographer's worst nightmare.
Yeah.
I love it.
Exactly. And so like I am the typical videographer where I love capture and I hate editing.
Yeah.
Darvish is the opposite.
Well,
And
I wouldn't say the opposite. I'm ambi video extras.
he does both.
Yes. I do
Um,
both. That's what happens.
But like my dream job would be capture only, and
Yeah.
then paying someone to edit
Oh, yeah.
videos.
Oh, yeah.
because
Editing takes a long time, bro. It's annoying. It's annoying.
I'm gonna spend the rest of today editing.
Oh, that's not good. For my job, I was actually a photographer for all my life. Literally all my life. So from, I think, 8th grade, I joined yearbook, and I just did yearbook all the way to my senior year, 24/7. But on my senior year, I joined a video class too. I was like, hey, this is pretty cool. I like doing this video class thing. And so I did the video class, and I just like stuck with it. And I slowly turned into video, and I was like, this is really cool and all. But then one time, whenever we're getting a pool in our house, right? So we have people over constantly, contractors and stuff like that. And one of the guys was taking down a tree for our house. And he was a videographer, and he knew I was. I don't know how. I think my dad talked with him or something like that. But it's like I keep on breathing the mic. I hate it. So he's like, hey, you should like give me your number or whatever. I was like, hey, like I'm already taken. I'm sorry. He's like, no, you do video. and so he's like, yeah, like what do you do? I'm like, yeah, I do a lot of videoing, and like I do a lot of editing. I really like it. It's really fun. He's like, bro, you should stop videoing and just focus on editing, because I literally only charge people because of editing. I hate it so much. And he was like, if you really want to become like super successful, yeah, you're going to have to do some jobs that people don't like, but especially if you love it, like you need to capitalize from that, bro. Like that's just really good stuff. And I don't know if like I'm just hanging out with a whole bunch of like newbies or something like that, but I was like, I mean, kind of makes sense because even as an editor, I'm like, this is terrible sometimes. Like I hate it, but like it's just I take a break like ever so often, and then it gets better. So that's kind of like where I'm at. I'm like, yo, I'm kind of digging this. So yeah, so that's how I become an editor. I was like doing video all my life, and then just kind of did that. But at church too, I'm like a huge director. I do directing 24/7 at church, and so church
Once or twice a month.
once or twice a month. Once a month usually. I try to. It's usually person 1 is doing 2 weeks, person 2 is doing 1, and then person 3 does 1. So that kind of covers the entire month. But that helps a lot too.
And I don't do any.
He doesn't do any of it. He needs to learn it. But he hates editing, and that's like live editing.
Yeah, that's what I was going to explain.
Yeah, that is the definition of editing, but just live. And so it's annoying to him too sometimes. But yeah, so I did the church directing for a really long time, and that was also why I was doing that's why I was doing yearbook as well, because it's good to learn cameras and also do like photography. But I slowly, while I was doing yearbook and while I was directing, I slowly like started to love cameras, did video, started to love video, and then church just helped a lot with that too. But and then here I am doing editing for videos. But you good there, bro?
How's it still picking it up?
It's because the mics, your mic is so loud because you have to keep it far away, or you choose to keep it far away 90% of the time.
Okay.
So that's why a lot of room sound gets inside of it, but it's all right. I'm not angry. I mean, I am a tiny bit. Not kidding. Totally kidding. Ha 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 ha. I'm laughing so much. So Josh, are you single?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're single. Am I single?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I am. Unfortunately, right now at least. Hey, it might change. It might change.
He's got a dog.
Okay, that sounds really weird.
But you can't explain it.
No. Hey, okay, so I mean, I just have a dog that I don't really need a girlfriend because my dog's just amazing. I'm not like what is it called? What's the people that love like animals? Forgot. Or like bestiality or something like that. I'm not that. Okay, you weirdos.
Okay, you're not.
I'm not. For all of his friends, if you do watch this, I'm not that. I'm not that guy. You're not that guy. Anyways, we've had some people come up to us and ask or give us ideas on like what girls to get and stuff like that.
Like what? Like what?
Like
What point are you trying to make?
like it's just funny because there'd be people like coming up to us and being like, "Hey, you should. I know this girl. Like, you should date this girl." Like,
Are you talking about the text I got earlier?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So there's this girl. Who's a friend of mine. She's like a little bit older.
Yeah.
Okay.
But she looks
not
so
like
young.
old.
But if she's watching us, she looks so young
Yeah,
for your age.
not a day over 21.
Yeah.
But she sent me a text last night and she was like, "Hey, I met this girl."
At what time last night?
I don't know.
Okay,
It
I was
may
just
have been
wondering.
this morning.
Okay.
I didn't check my text until I got here. But yeah, so she sent me a text at some point in the last 24 hours, and she was like, "Hey, I met this girl last night."
Wait,
You
she met
should-
her last night?
I think so.
Oh,
She's like, I met her yesterday, or like last night or something.
That's awesome.
You should slide into her DMs. And I liked that message, and I said bet, and I did not slide into
Okay.
her DMs.
My issue is, why didn't she tell me that? That kind of hurt.
That's true, because after that she said like, "Oh, I just figured I would do her and all the single guys I know
Wow.
a service."
Wait, so am I not single, or is she not saying that she I'm not going to be a service to her?
So you're not
If I date
just
her,
like, well,
yeah.
Davis isn't like
I'm going to refer her to all the good guys, not all
Yeah.
the guys.
yeah, that makes sense.
I can't find the front of this mic. It's a circle, but like it has two sides, so I don't know. But yeah, I just thought that was funny though, because it seems like it's been happening a lot more now with like a lot more people. I don't
Yeah.
know. And like they'll be like the moment someone finds out that you're single, they're like, "Hey, I know this person who's not single. You should date them." I don't get it. I don't get why
Who is
people like it.
single?
What?
Who is single?
Yes.
You see, I know this person who's not single.
Oh, my bad. Yeah.
I just
sorry.
want to clarify. We're not Mr.
Yeah,
Steal
we
Your
can
Girl.
take this person away.
Yeah,
They're not married. They can be taken away.
it
I'm
is.
kidding.
It is weird, because I haven't been really in the dating scene
Yeah, bro.
since high school, and
I can show.
okay, cool. All right.
I'm kidding.
And so like, I had a friend explain to me that it's like totally different
Oh,
than
really?
being in high school, just because when you're in high school, I mean, my graduating class was 817 people.
Wow.
And so it's like, well, girl,
Yeah.
hey, and then you talk and you end up dating.
But then you go to places like ACU. That's exactly like that too.
Yeah. But especially because I dropped out of college. I like it's mostly at work that I see girls, like church / work. And so like the dating pool is like 5% of what it was when I was in high school.
Yeah.
And so it's really different, because instead of it being like, it's like just like a ton of women that I have to like try and get to know and like actually decide if I want to date them. I know almost all the girls in my life like fairly well
Yeah.
now. Like nobody's really a stranger.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's,
But they just don't love you. That was a dagger around your back. Hey, I know most of the girls that
I don't
you
want
know.
to do this anymore.
I know most of the girls that you know.
I don't.
It's like, you know.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, if they don't choose me, then like,
What?
I'm just saying, like, you're not the only one here, okay?
Yeah.
Girls are just annoying sometimes.
True.
Someone take that clip right there. Just like take it out of context. Any point.
Girls
in
are
my life.
just annoying.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
and just like really like if you ever see me out in public, just like, hey Davis, my friend sent me this. Can you believe? I can't believe what you just said.
Yeah.
Girls are not annoying. You should talk about guys. Guys are annoying.
Yeah. We talked about guys last.
We did. So we covered our bases.
Yeah.
So do not get mad.
Everyone is terrible.
Do not at me.
Humans are naturally evil.
You know how else is evil? Bad apple. Who's that? Temptation. It's on VeggieTales.
Ah.
Best thing ever in the world.
Yeah.
Best thing ever in the world. Anyways, yeah, so it's just weird how people are like, they're like, the moment you become single, they're like, let me help. Because like, even that, like, even I feel like that sometimes to people. Like, hey, like, I know this great person.
Yeah.
But like, I just like, why do people even do that? Like, it makes no sense. Is it like people trying to control things, or is it people just like trying to be part of your life or having credit to things? I don't know.
That's a good question.
It's just weird, right?
I feel like a lot of times, from my experience, when people are trying to do that, it's because either like one of the single people has told them like, I want to find somebody, or the matchmaker in question is like, you need to find somebody.
Oh yeah.
Whether you want to or not.
That's true.
And so like you had that happen Wednesday,
Yes.
where the one girl tried to set you up with her sister.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
See,
You
that's what
remember?
I was thinking. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I was just trying to figure out which one that is. Yes. And that was because her sis you think her sister asked her, "Hey, if there's any good guys, told them about me?" Or do you think she was just like,
True.
"Get
Like,
her out of my
which
house?"
situation is
Yeah.
that? Yeah. Um, I feel like because I know both of them
Yeah.
more personally than you do.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't really know either of them at
yeah.
all.
I feel like it was more like, hey, she needs a boyfriend.
Yeah.
Like she.
Okay, yeah, that's a good point. I wonder if that's just like most cases. But then like still like why do people like feel like they need the help with that?
Yeah.
I don't understand it. I feel like maybe it's also the fact that I think more couples do it than singles. I think couples are like, "Hey, I already have this down, so like
Yeah.
I can help you with this. I know." The true fact, I'm gonna get on my soapbox.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. I got it this time. I'm gonna get on my soapbox right here. I'm gonna say you can't apply anything what you learned from any of your relationships to someone else's relationship. 110%.
I wouldn't go that far.
I will go that
But
far.
I do see where you're coming from. So I mean, like there's generalizations that you can draw.
You cannot draw generalization.
Yeah,
Gingers.
you can.
I mean,
I think there's similarities between 95% of
but here's
the
the
male
problem.
brain and 95% of the like the way that guys think generally
Yeah.
is very similar to other guys, and the way that girls think a lot of times is really similar to other girls.
Yeah.
And so there's similarities.
So the reason why I say that though is yes, you can there are things that you can learn from relationships, but you can't apply it to someone else's or your own because once you try applying things just all over you're going to miss a lot.
Yeah.
And because it's kind of like there's like I had one friend who was like don't do this, don't do that, don't do this, don't do that. But it was mostly don't do this. And because they said don't do this, don't do this, don't do this, that was the only thing running in my head the entire time.
Hmm.
And so I finally did that because it's just like constantly in my head, so I can't ever run away from it. And so it's like it's I feel like applying things sometimes can be dangerous if you don't do it well. And so that's why I'm like 110% don't apply your life to other people.
That's fair.
But like you can still grow as a human and apply things to yourself, but you can't ever apply it to someone else or to your own relationship, because that's whenever it gets dangerous. I feel like I don't know, because yes, you can say like girls. What I learned in my last relationship was girls don't like it when I say, "Can you go take out the trash?" Because I already did it 3 times in a row. Like, yeah, you can like learn from that, I guess. But also that girl might be different though. Like, I mean, not all girls are the same. Not all guys are the same. Like, you just don't know. And so I feel like if you apply other things to a relationship or to a person, you're like you could miss 110%.
That's fair. All right. So what you're saying is like different people have different experiences, and so because the way you've experienced something with someone is really unlikely going to be the same as with someone else.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I think like I the relationship that I have in mind, I think I was too young to really understand the full spectrum of love.
Yeah.
And like how it actually feels.
Yeah.
And what it's like. And so I had convinced myself that I was in love,
Mm-hmm.
but I was definitely not. and my actions said that
Right.
very, very clearly. It was a pretty unhealthy relationship. It wasn't like terrible,
Yeah.
but just like me and that girl, after we graduated and everything was said and done, like we put everything behind us and we caught up. And she said some of the stuff that I would say to her. Like
Yeah.
she told me some of the stuff, and I was like,
That's terrible.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
terrible.
You have to learn. You have to learn over time how to love people properly, I feel like.
Yeah.
And we'll say this in the next episode. This is going to be a 2-part series, I think. We're
Okay.
going a little bit over time. I'm going to say this is part 1. And if you guys want to tune into it, part 2, I'll be coming out next week.
Next week.
Yeah.
Next
So
Friday.
enjoy that little tidbit, guys. You'll have to find out all about Josh in a second.